Okay, so apparently whenever I go to this screen while recording, the game crashes. So hopefully going forward I'll be able to stop my recording, go to this screen, and start it back up again without any problems. But anyway, back to spending karma. Cyber Spurs, Monofilament Whip. Monofilament Whip? Holy crap, that reminds me of Johnny Mnemonic. I might go for that one. Give me a minute. We do need more ranged combat, though. I can go to that to a 4. Maybe. Screw it. Close combat's going up to a 4. Dodge is going up to a 2. And that did not seem to break the game coming back from it, so that's good to know. Alright, we're out of here. And we instantly teleport to the surface. Hoi, a makeshift boat city launched onto the Kai Tak riverfront like a parasite. Behind you, a massive snarl of dark and derelict high-rises dominates the horizon. The walled city. And I'm glad I finished that before it went away. Don't mess with the law. Feeling a video game high school reference going on. Lay down the law. Lay down the law. Use intercom. Massive steel security doors set into a bunker-like concrete wall. The Brotherhood of Steel? There is no sign or identification of what this place is. A battered intercom is encased in a cage of welded steel and armored glass. Grainy letters are barely readable on the screen. Chrome Alley, medical services and mechanical repair. Premise protected by deadly weapons and infectious diseases. I guess we will press the buzzer. There's a crackle of static, then a brusque voice. Brusque voice answers. What do you want? The voice's Cantonese is precise, but the accent sounds American. Knock, knock. I need some medicine. Haha, very funny. Listen, lady, I don't know you, and I don't like people I don't know. What are you doing here? Who sent you? Fuck this shit. Forget it, I'm going. I get the feeling I'm not supposed to be screwing with that just yet. And apparently a small bridge will impede a giant troll from going wherever the hell she feels like. And yes, I see the objection arrow, but my stupid RPG instincts say check other things first. A triad guard. Oh, he's a cute dwarf. The thug looks... He's way too smooth-skinned to be a thug, but okay. The thug looks at you dead-faced. Despite his street clothes, he wears a high-tech earpiece. The entrance to the walled city is closed to foreigners. And, fuck you to you too. Another old troll in a trench coat, why not? It was another shaman, I guess, since he's got that cat hanging around him. Frederick Kai Fa. Okay, between Duckin and that last name Kai Fa, there's some serious Doom references going on here. Anyway, that's close enough, friend. This club belongs to members and invites only. I suggest you just move along. I don't feel like hanging with you. Gotcha. Sounds like a future job opportunity. I don't see anything over here. I don't see anything over here. What the? Something over here. Maybe. If I can interact with it. The original name has sloppily been painted over with black paint. Newer but somewhat weathered characters have been painted in bold brushstrokes and read Bolt Hole. I need tiki from me Bolt Hole. Talk to a smuggler Joe here. Just off the docks, you spot a sea-worn man with a smile that's almost too wide for his head. The Joker? His teeth shine white against the thick black bush of his beard. Judging from the model, he does not have a beard, but okay. His clothes are a myriad of colors, patterns, and fabrics. A smattering of cultures draped across his body. If there's anything he's clearly advertising, it's the extent of his travels. Kinda sounds like my bedroom walls. Smuggler, you see something you like? You bet, sailor. Sorry. His voice is coarse, like steel wool on your eardrums. Come and get it, because now's your last chance. Everything's on sale. It must go. It's a fire sale. And also the cops are coming. You won't find prices like these anywhere else, my friend. I could insult him, but I'm not going to. Show me what you're selling. Ooh. Weapons, spells, consumables, programs. I would like a new assault rifle, or possibly a sawed-off shotgun. And again, I'd rather... Nah, screw it. Alright, so generalized dealer found. Hey, and there's where I need to be going. Screw it, let's go. The swift wind's mahjong parlor filled with the stink of cigarette smoke, the incessant click-clack of mahjong tiles, and the grim faces of hardened gamblers. Come in. We have a lot to talk about. Hey, it's Kindly Cheng. You can feel every eye in the room as you cross the mahjong parlor to this middle-aged woman sitting patiently at its end. The click-clack of ivory-colored tiles stop. Hands stray beneath tables into jacket pockets, behind backs. Everyone's real subtle. The woman has the face of a prison guard and the demeanor of an inmate. Her salt and pepper hair is pulled into an iron-hard bun, and beneath it, two shiny black eyes offer nothing. Buttons sewn on a doll. That sounds kind of intimidating. A nearly empty bottle of something foul rests on her mahjong table, nestled between a pair of dirty shot glasses. Tiny puddles of brown linger at their bottoms. I want to go drinking with this chick. Goblet and Isobel stand on the other side of the table, heads lowered, shoulders slumped, hands clasped. They risk a frightened glance at you as you approach. Oh, great, what have I stepped in? Kindly Sheng's voice is nasal and rusty mean. Oh, God, I'm flashing back to my job. Okay, anyway. My little pair of fuck-ups here have told me all about what happened on the docks. She dips a pinky into a shot glass, brings it to her mouth, and removes it with a sharp smack. Two of my best runners had their heads put out. How you need protection, and how you need to get your identities wiped before you get your heads put out too. The grammar of that's really weird. I guess they're trying to affect a Chinese-American grammar, except she's supposed to be speaking Cantonese, so the grammar should be accurate, if whatever. Potentially leading the heat to my front door, placing me and everyone in my employ in danger. She fingers the rim of her glass. Heyo. So wise. So very, very wise. Oh, wow. Sarcasm. The young shaman's eyes never leave the floor. We're sorry, Auntie. We thought... Her black eyes flash. You mustn't speak until you're spoken to, Goblet dear. Yeah, Orc, know your place. Her smile turns mean. And since you are one short hair away from being dumped in the river chained to Isobel's corpse, I suggest you let your new friends here do the talking for a while. And she's pissed. Does that make sense to you, dear? Her trailcool voice is back, sweet, nasal, and grinding. Dark circles ring Goblet's armpits. Yes, Auntie. I guess it takes a lot to make an orc sweat. Chang inclines her head gently. Very good. You learn so quickly. Goblet kept a very cool head in a tense situation. She's the one who led us out of the police ambush. Goblet eyes dart from you to the triad boss and back again. A thin trickle of perspiration slides from beneath the ropes of her hair. Kindly Cheng slowly turns and directs her attention to you. Her voice remains cloyingly sweet. I count little Goblet here amongst my most resourceful runners, but I admit it's good to have outside validation from time to time. The look of gratitude from the young rat shaman is deeply sincere and exceedingly brief. Kindly's chin lowers and her nostrils flare. And now that you've shared that valuable little tidbit, perhaps you'd be so kind as to keep your fucking mouth shut until you are spoken to. Her voice sweetens again. Can you do that for me? I'll just nod. She smiles with her mouth, but her eyes remain cold. I appreciate it, dear. She pours another drink. Her cheeks are rosy, already flushed. Oh yay, she's drunk. Now, my darlings, I understand from the little rat shit here that you came from Seattle to meet with my client, Mr. Black. Wu's jaw tightens at the word client. But before you should find him, the HKey PF, know my English, started splattering gray matter everywhere and everything went to shit. And now you need your sins burned before you can disappear and end up dead too, is that right? Yes, ma'am. Very good. Why don't we start with you telling me who you are? Call me Marwalaeth. Oh, you've already chosen a street name. How prescient of you. Cheng looks at you approvingly. Marwalaeth. It's a good name. Has real character. You can't pronounce it in Cantonese, I'm sure. Prescient? A word commonly used in Frank Herbert's Dune. I'm telling you, man, there's a lot of references here. That or I'm just seeing things. She flutters her eyelashes at you. Now, what's your real name? I mean, do you want me to erase your identities, don't you, dear? I'll need to know who you are first. Pinka Mina Diane Pai. I guess what you'd call me as a street samurai. She rests her chin on her hand. Ah, yes, you're from Seattle. Street samurai isn't something I would say here in Hong Kong. We prefer street soldier. And how did you become a street soldier, Pinka Mina? I was military, then I wasn't. Wow. Picked it up young. I've been in the cooler for a few. I'm not even gonna read that out loud. Fuck you, Duncan. Kindly Cheng whips her head towards Wu, an nasty retort already on her lips, but then she stops, sticks out her lower lip as she sizes him up. She turns to her lieutenant standing behind her, nodding her approval. Looks like the gun show is in town. What's your name, gun show? That's gonna be a street name. Duncan Wu. I'm a cop. Lone Star. I hear there's some fresh corpses found on the docks tonight. Smugglers, I believe. Didn't sound like the Hong Kong police when I heard about it. You're doing Duncan Wu? Wu's eyes remain fixed on a spot on the wall behind her. He smolders. I identified myself as Lone Star, but they wouldn't stand down. They had weapons. It was self-defense. She puckers her lips at him, her voice sing-song. I don't care, sweetie. They weren't my people. But now you're a life-taker, Mr. Gun Show. You and your friend here. She begins arranging mahjong tiles on the table in front of her. But now I'm curious. Why were you meeting Raymond Black on the docks tonight? I would love to be a jackass to her, but I don't want to be. I'm not going to give her everything. I'm going to say he's a friend. Said he needed our help. Really? You have a lot of 65-year-old friends who fly around the world to help? He raised us. Raymond Black is our foster father. Thanks for giving up the ghost, Duncan. I'm sure she will find that valuable information. That makes her pause. Cheng lifts her bottle of swill and eyes the label, connecting the dots in her own head. Interesting. A look of disgust passes over her face. Sorry, kids, but he was looking like shit when I saw him. Eyes half open, dark circles around him, dragging his feet, the whole bit. She tisks in displeasure. Your foster daddy was in a bad place. Sounds like he wasn't sleeping. Could be. From what he said, it sounded like he was having nightmares. He would stop in the middle of a sentence and mutter something to himself. One time it was about the walls breathing or something. Another time it was about teeth. Thousands of teeth. I remember him drifting off near the end of our meeting. It looked like he was somewhere off in his head. He said, "I left prosperity in there." Then Nightjar put his hand on Mr. Black's shoulder, asked him why he wanted to go into the walled city so badly. That seemed to bring him back. When our old man opened his eyes, they were full of tears. Then he muttered something else I couldn't make out. She pours herself another shot, tosses it back, and then rubs her belly. Your daddy got really irritating after a while. Rubs her belly. That's a weird affectation. Okay. Guess I'll go for the insight. I'll sympathize with her. I can imagine. She grabs a long, slim cigar from the pack on the mahjong table, lights it. Alright, let's get to it. She exhales smoke and points two fingers at you and Wu. You two need your sins burned, and you need them burned fast. Hong Kong dragnets are bad news. When they roll in force. They're rolling, they're hating. Anyway. Armored personnel carriers, heavy armor, heavy weapons, sorcerers, the whole thing. And they aren't coming to arrest you. That's not proper English. She folds her arms across her chest. The thin cigar bobs in her mouth as she speaks. The good news is, I can help you. With a wave of my hand, I can have your sins disappear. But you need to understand, my darlings, that what you're asking for is not a simple request. Burning a sin isn't just deleting a number. It's wiping all reference to that number from all the world's largest databases. Yeah. Get to the point where you tell me I had to work for you for the next 17,000 years. It's masking your mugshot in their facial recognition databases so that the first camera you walk past doesn't bring them down and you look a ton of bricks. It's covering our fucking tracks so that the act of burning your sin doesn't lead them right to us. It requires contacts in numerous corporations and the UCAS government. Smoke rolls out of the triad boss's nose, and it requires someone like me. Click. Okay, there we go. Therefore, I need to make a choice. She takes another drag on her cigar and gently places her palm flat on the table. Do I kill you and dispose of the bodies before the cops come looking for you, or do I help you burn your sins? And since I had this option, I'm going to go for it. Etiquette. Academic. From what I've read about the triads, your first priority should be your reputation. 2 of your people just got killed. It's a loss of faith. Face. Chang rests her chin on her hand again and smiles at you coldly. So clever. So clever. Her chin stays in her hand, but her eyes look past you, surveying the Yellow Lotus soldiers in the room. Yes, I have been placed in a delicate situation, haven't I? Regardless, that's the situation whether you're alive or not. Regardless, that's the situation whether you're alive or you're sucking dirt. You have some strange eloquence, lady. She stares at you for a long moment, chin still on the hand, thinking, tapping her ash on the floor without taking her eyes off of you. A low, reluctant growl rumbles somewhere beneath her throat. You live. You're clever, and I like that. I'll put your sins to the torch. However, I need you to call in several I don't know why I'm tripping over my own tongue. I'll need to call in several valuable favors within my network to do it, and those favors do not come cheap. Can we finally get to the point? You will owe me. No shit. We'll be direct. What do you want us to do? I want you to deliver a message for me to the business associate in the walled city. The Yellow Lotus has a strong presence inside, Pink. Isabel can tell you all about it, can't you, dear? Isabel grew up in the walled city. They collect taxes for the corporations, extort protection money from shopkeepers, run drugs, guns, people. They hurt people. This sounds like something every triad gang would do. Why are they so special? We do those things, yes, but to be fair, we also operate the walled city's black market. You might not be alive today if it weren't for the lifeline that we provide. So Isabel's got a streak of rebel in her. Chang picks up a mahjong tile and turns it with her fingers. There is a red pole, a sort of enforcer, yes, on the inside. His name is Strangler Bao. Red pole. Is that a gang or some weird slang for Eastern European? Bao is a strong man, a good soldier, but he has forgotten his place, and I need you to remind him. Want us to make an example of him, boss? Did I say I wanted you to make an example of him? No, I want you to deliver a message. She tosses you a memory stick. Bring this to him with my name. And remember that Bao's men are my men. By right, they should all be serving me. Killing them would be a waste of resources. I have no use for dead soldiers. She turns to Goblet and Isabel. One of you will go with these two Westerners to the walled city. Help them locate Bao and show them the ropes. The other will remain here with me. I have several menial and degrading tasks that need doing around the establishment. No matter who goes and who stays, you'll both pay for bringing an APB to my doorstep. Yes, Auntie. Yes, Auntie. Now, I'm going to find out who ordered the hit on Nishar and do some dentistry on him with power tools. Is it safe? Is it safe? Anyway. She closes her eyes and smiles with pleasure. That boy was my favorite. He sang to me sometimes. That's weird. Anyway, she opens her eyes again and sneers. That other one, though, I don't care about. Got shot was an asshole. Man, nobody likes the fucking elf. I'm glad I didn't choose that as a race. She turns away and waves you off with the back of her hand. That will be all, my darlings. Return to me when you are done. I'll just leave quietly. Enter the walled city and deliver a message to Strangler Bao. Do I get to choose who's going with me? Because I choose the Decker. Well, I'm going to pause it there, because this is going to take a while to process. And I will see you around.